York-based naturopathic doctor, Dr. Ivy Brennan, and this is the last part of our 5-part cold and flu busting series. And today we're going to talk about a very interesting thing that we can do specifically if we're having cough, sore throat, upper respiratory infections. And you won't believe this, but it actually involves socks. This is what we call either the warming sock treatment or the wet sock treatment. And basically the principle is it helps to increase circulation, which then decreases congestion. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm actually going to step out of the room and get our cold socks that we actually put in the freezer. So I'll be right back.
So it's pretty easy. We're going to take 2 regular socks and we're going to get them really, really wet. So let's just turn on the thing. You can see I'm soaking up the socks. And then you just want to basically just wring them out. And then once we do that, then we're going to just transfer them straight to the freezer.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the socks, as I said before, and I'm going to put them in the freezer. We have a little freezer box right here. 1 and 2. And then we're going to have to wait about 4 to 5 hours before they're nice and frozen. Okay, now let's see what we have. You can see the socks are nice and hard after being in the freezer for a few hours. Okay, I'm back with our frozen socks, which I kind of just wrung out a little bit because otherwise they're very, very stiff and they can be very hard to put on. So, pretty simple. Basically, if I was in a different setting, I would have actually taken either a hot bath or a hot shower. That's the recommendation to do before putting on your really, really cold socks. So basically we'll put on our socks first, the wet socks. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Psycho. So one of the ways that they got Janet Leigh to scream was they actually made the shower very, very cold. So it's like these are very, very cold socks. So after we put our cold, wet socks on, then we're going to just take wool socks and put over the wet socks. Okay. And the nice thing about this treatment, it does usually seem to work pretty well. I mean, the idea of putting really cold wet socks might not sound very appealing, but it can be very, very effective. Another benefit also of this treatment is it has sort of a sedating effect. So again, when we think about when we're fighting a cold and flu, specifically if you remember from the first episode of this series, the importance of sleep and its effect on our immune system. So definitely the fact that it helps with our sleep is another benefit. So then once we put our socks on, then we can go underneath the covers. Again, if you have like a wool blanket, that's probably ideal. So we just get under the covers. And well, I hope that you learned something out of this cold and flu series and that you're able to use it if you have the unfortunate to get a cold and flu this season. Again, that's Dr. Ivy Brennan of Simplicity Health Associates, and I'm going to bed. Good night.